Holden McNeil was set in his ways. The way he worked. The way he lived. And the way he thought love should be. But then, she showed up.
Chasing Amy is the third film from writer and director Kevin Smith. And again, it is another perfect movie from him. It's one of his greatest films, or at least one of his best. A comic book writer stumbles upon the love of his life, only to discover that she is gay. The situation is made worse by his roommate and professional partner, who becomes increasingly threatened by the possibility that he will be replaced. Chasing Amy is just as topical today as it was back in 1997. Ben Affleck's Holden falls in love with Joey Lauren Adams' Alyssa, but when he finds out that she is gay, he freaks. There's these moments where the two of them are on a swing set, and he asks her why she likes women, and she asks him why does he. There's so much of this movie like that. A lot of our community is like Holden or even Jason Lee's Banky, where we are ignorant about the LGBTQ community and don't get it. I'll be the first to admit that I'm guilty of this, at least in times of my life. Not anymore, but I was. I was very ignorant about the gay community because I didn't understand it. I grew up in a household that went to church. It was a Christian household. And as you know, Christians and even churches don't look at the gay community as normal. It's horrible to say, but it's true. In their eyes, being gay is a sin. Seeing somebody with the same sex was disgusting to them, and still is today. And you talk bad about them behind their backs, or even just make them feel uncomfortable because you don't think that they're normal. I never would say anything to their faces, but I am guilty of not understanding or talking bad about them behind their backs. And I am incredibly sorry to this day for how I ever acted, because I guess I didn't understand because of how I was brought up. And today I understand, and there's so many people out there today, even today in 2021, who still treat the gay community horrible, like they're not normal. This movie feels so different than any of Kevin Smith's other films because of just how personal it was to him. He put himself in the character of Holden because of how he felt for the actress Joey Lauren Adams. The performances in this film are incredible and feel so real. Joey Lauren Adams putting all the emotions into telling Ben Affleck how it is, about what loving him does to her, because him, as a straight man, being together would change nothing. But for her, she would be changing her whole life for him. Like, anytime there's a need for her to show how she feels, she is so believable. Her performance in this movie is incredible. Ben Affleck and Jason Lee are fantastic in this movie. The both of them make Bluntman and Chronic comics based off Jay and Silent Bob. When Holden starts to mess around with Alyssa, Holden and Banky's friendship starts to break. At first, it was Banky being irritated at the fact that Holden would even try to have a relationship with a gay woman because it wouldn't be worth it. You're not going to end up sleeping with this woman, so what's the point? It would lead to nothing. And after that, to his surprise, catching Holden and Alyssa together, he knows right from the get-go that it wouldn't end well. Holden starts to struggle when he realizes that Alyssa wasn't always sleeping with women. In fact, she slept with men years ago. And finding that out just ate him up inside. He started to resent her. He got angry with her because he couldn't believe that he wasn't the only one. To him, he felt special because he thought he was the only man that she ever slept with. And that wasn't true. There was a moment where Holden wants to do anything to save his friendship with Banky. He wants to save his relationship with Alyssa. So he offers a threesome to save their relationships. To him, he feels that Banky acts the way he does because he's in love with him. Because him being with Alyssa is wrong, and that he wants him all to himself. He feels that if they have this threesome all together, that it would strengthen their relationship, and they would have nothing wrong with each other. He thinks it would bring them together, bring them closer. I love Kevin Smith movies. And I love movies just in general. I say it all the time. And This movie is something different than any other of his films. It's still got the dick jokes in there. It's still got that humor in there. But it's so much more than that because it actually has such a heartfelt story that means something. And it still means something today, like I said, in 2021, that it did back in 1997 or even before. Because isn't it just insane to think that we live in this day and age and there are still so many of us who can't accept people for being gay? And it's just insane to me that we still even have to go through this. Chasing Amy is another 5 out of 5 to me. There isn't one thing about this movie that is bad. Every single thing Kevin Smith nails in this movie. Storytelling, and then with the acting in this movie, the direction, everything about Chasing Amy is perfect. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will obviously be releasing more, so please like, subscribe, and share. I can't wait to make more of these videos. This is a lot of fun. I haven't gone like in deep detail of like reviewing. I haven't like broken down a movie the way that normal reviewers do, because I guess I'm on this high of loving these movies too much, and saying anything negative about them would just kill me. But I really do feel the way I feel about these movies when I review them. And I guess that's what I said whenever I first started this channel, was that I can't wait to geek out, and I definitely have been geeking out over these movies. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.